So today we continue with our class Shabbos Home. And this session I know that we're going to cover today also be dedicated to Leilu Neshama Velben Ben Binzion, also Lechavdo Rishua Shlema, Ariel Rabasana, Mimar Asirach Bas Brindel, our dear Rabbi Yaron Ruven Shlita. His name is Yaron Ben Doris, and Tzlacha Rabba to Giveras Chana Bas Avram Avinu and the whole family. BeEzrat HaShem. And we continue with and BeEzrat HaShem planning to finish today this chapter 32, and our topic is demolishing, and subsection is the 7 practical application of Melachah demolishing. A structure. Number 1, removing window screen from a window. It is forbidden to remove window screen from the window on Shabbos, since the screen is not made to be removed. It is regarded as a part of the building. Therefore, removing it involves Melachah of demolishing. Okay. I guess let's go one by one. Okay, so again, removing the screen from the window. I mean, in some cases it's not so easy to remove. In other cases, it's actually very easy. There are springs there. I mean, usually people remove the screen when they need to fix it. So meaning how often does it happen? I don't know. If ever, once in many years. So meaning it's not made to be removed. Like, right. It is made to be removed, but not on a regular basis. So meaning in extraordinary circumstances, so that's mean we cannot remove a screen, and of course we cannot put it back. Right, and it's not loose attachment because of the springs. It's actually like a pretty firm attachment. Okay, so number 2, removing broken glass from the window pane. The shards of glass that remain in the window frame after the window was broken are regarded as a part of the building. Right. Therefore, it is forbidden to remove them on Shabbos. Okay, so I'm not sure what happened, but the glass got broken. I mean, in the olden days, it was more common because the windows were made of glass. Today, majority of them, it's not made of glass, it's plastic. Maybe glass and mixed with plastic, so it's not such easy breakable thing. Okay, but in olden days, yeah, it was very thin, right, and something went on, like right, and it just breaks. Okay. Right. So this piece of glass that they attach to the window, right, the window frame that is attached to the building, so it would be Melachah of demolishing. Okay. So demolishing, again, removing something that is attached to the building. Okay, so next, number 3, removing a door. It is forbidden to remove the door of the building from the hinges. This is forbidden even if it can be detached without resorting to unscrewing. Okay, so we cannot remove the door, and unscrewing, usually you just lift and you lift off the hinges, and that's it. There is no unscrewing taking place, right? Right? But since it is attached to the building, is it a firm attachment? I mean, as we said, with the building, that does not matter. It's a firm or a loose attachment, even though because of the weight, so it's not such easily removable. So anyway, it is forbidden. Why would you need to remove the door? I don't know. Different circumstances, I don't know. And we continue. Number 4, breaking down the door to free a child. Oh, we had this conversation before. So that's from a Talmud. This case from a Talmud. If a child locked in a room and cannot open the door, it is permitted to break down the door to free the child. According to Halacha, this is potential life-threatening situation. Therefore, one may break down the door or do anything else necessary to free a child. Okay, so there is no explanation, but I think we explained before, but quickly to read this. So if a child lock himself. So usually how children lock themselves? Usually in a house, people don't have these locks that have keys from both sides. Usually it's from one side it's latch, and from another, like if it's what is it, they call it, like privacy lock, privacy door handle. So for the bathroom, for the bedroom, whatever, right? So people would put this kind of lock, but it's always, absolutely always possible to open it from the other side. Is it other exception? I don't know. From all of these locks that I saw like you can open. So you just need to know. Look, even if you like move to a new apartment, like to another apartment, so you just see how to open the lock. So if you have a child and he or she got locked themselves in, so there is no problem. Sometimes it's like screwdriver, like flat screwdriver, and sometimes there is a pin that you need to push from outside. That's it. So there is basically no need to break the door unless child start panicking, right? And if a child is not panicking, and you can give them instruction how to open, yeah, there is no need to break the door, right? But if they are scared and you give them instruction, they cry and they think that they're never going to see it again. So basically, it is allowed to break the door. Okay. To free the child. Continue. Number 5. Removing nails or screws from the wall. On Shabbos, one is forbidden to remove object embedded in the wall of the structure. For example, nails, screws, thumb tags, right, or the like. Okay. These objects are considered to be part of the structure. Therefore, their removal violates the Melachah of demolishing. So let's see from the beginning. So remove nails and screws. I mean, the screws is not so simple to remove. You have to unscrew it, unless it's very loose. But anyway, even if it's loose, has been decided not allowed to remove. Nails, the same story. And thumb tags. I mean, thumb tags, I think that it's like to keep some notes in place, in post. Okay, so all of these things you cannot remove. No problem. So they're part of the structure. Okay, and number 6, doorknobs. It is forbidden to unscrew the doorknob on Shabbos. However, if the knob is unscrewed before Shabbos, it may be removed from the door on Shabbos, provided there is relatively easy to remove. In this case, the knob is not considered to be attached to the building. Therefore, its removal does not violate the Melachah of demolition. So that's very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. So let's do from the beginning, and I think there are several cases in this, right, to this. So again, from the beginning, doorknobs. So it is forbidden to unscrew doorknob. So if it's tightly attached, that's understandable. We spoke about it, right? That's understandable. And if it's not tightly attached, right, it's screws. There are screws, but not completely. So and the best example, as I said before, when you paint the door, right? You need to paint or you need to finish it somehow. So of course, normal people would remove the doorknob, right? Paint. And then put it back. Otherwise, you're going to paint the doorknob. Does not look good, right? And sometimes, you need to use the door, for example, the bathroom door, and you cannot wait until it's dry completely. So you would stick you put the doorknob, but not tightly, and you put screws a little, screw it a little, like a few times, like revolve a few times. Okay, so and it's going to stay there. So in this case, even though it's not a tight attachment, you're not allowed to unscrew it. But if it was just inserted, and there are two type of doorknobs, two sides. One is a long one, with a thing that going through the door from one to the door and to insert in a second part, and one is a short one. So if it's short one, there is nothing to attach. But the second one, yes, if you stick inside it. Is going to stay, even though there is no screws, nothing, right? Right. So this part, and technically, if you're careful, if you don't jerk it, so just carefully open, it can stay there, right? You can use it. It's usable to open the door, at least from one side, right? So, and he said that you can remove this because it's not attached to the building. So it does not attach to the building. The way I understand this phrase, it's like you have a hook, right, that is attached to the wall, and you have your coat, right, and you take off the coat. So the coat was not attached to the hook, right? It's just hanging there. Same sense in same senses here. Or your coat, or you have a towel, anything. Okay. So it's not considered to be violating Melachot of demolishing. Okay. So and number 7, child safety gates. Okay. Child safety gates that fit into the tracks attached to the walls are made to be removed and replaced. Therefore, their removal is not included in Melachot of demolishing. Right? Accordingly, one is permitted to remove the gates from their tracks on Shabbos. So sometimes they sold if you pay a little more, right? With extra tracks. I mean, at least today. I mean, it's olden days. Today they have newer technology. Suction cups, different technology, right? But let's we concentrate here on a more permanent attachment. So permanent attachment. So you mean that you would need the anchors, right? And you screw to the right put anchors in the wall and attach these tracks to the wall, right? And you have several sets of tracks. So you have, for example, in the bedroom, in the bedroom, in the living room, so the child would not go out to the porch or something. So several sets of these tracks, right? And the gate you can move, right? You just simply pull, right, and put it in another place and lock it, and so child can go and play in another room. Okay. So meaning that the gate is not attached there permanently. The tracks, yes. As we said, they need a screw and anchors to attach to the wall, right? But the gate is not. So that's why there is no problem to remove the gate. It's not the demolishing, right? And plus they were made to be used this way. It does not say here, but right, that's what we know. Okay. So and number 8. Removing toilet tank lid, right? It is permitted to remove the lid that covers the toilet tank, provided that it is a type that protrudes beyond the edge of the tank. Protrudes. Do I know the toilets that it's not protrude? I'm not sure. Usually, it's even if it's the same size, it's like does not cover over it's the same size, but at least it's higher. It's not like whether it protrudes or it fits in. That's the way I understand. I have never seen this toilet tank lids like this. I mean, of course, if you say that those exist, but I cannot even imagine. Maybe in the olden days or something. I don't know. But majority of our tank lids, you can remove. So why do you need to remove them sometimes? The problem is when the chain snaps, right, or the chain that pulls this I don't know whatever all this terminology, lever, something like a plug, right, in a tank, and now you can open it. It's not working, so you cannot flash. So you cannot remove this lid, and you can pull the chain like manually in a tank. So there is no problem. There is no problem. So no, okay. So this again this toilet tank lid, it's not made to be attached, right? It's just hanging there. So in one of our bathrooms, it's not attached, but it's attached on a hook. So you know exactly how you need to know exactly how to take it off. So it's like you have to. It's not like you just lift. You have to you know how to take it off. Okay, but it's not even there is like a special connection. It's still there is right. It's not tight. Okay. So you're not allowed to, before we continue, he's going to speak about it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. So you're not allowed to fix the toilet, this chain, like to put it in the right place. You're not allowed. So if it's snapped or something, right? So you just take off the lid, right, and you pull manually. And the water is there clean. Somebody has people that I'm going to go there with a hand. I mean, sometimes, right, you have to go there with a hand. There is no problem. It's clean water, no problem. The same water is in a faucet. And we continue. Pulling up a carpet. A carpet that is permanently installed is regarded as a part of the structure. Therefore, it may not be pulled up on Shabbos. Right. So, what carpet are we talking about? Carpet that is permanently installed, meaning there is they do like a wooden boards with the nails sticking up, right, and on the edges, and then they press the carpet. That's a permanent install. But also, if you have you have a big rug, like area rug, but it's become big, and you put and you put under the legs of the furniture. So it's also considered to be permanently installed, like because you don't intend to move it around. So this thing you cannot move on Shabbos. Okay. So number 10, removing picture from the wall. The poskim permit a person to remove picture from the nail upon which it is hanging. So and pictures. I don't remember we explained or not. I think we did, but I don't. Maybe not in this book. So the picture is not considered to be part of the wall, part of the structure. It's decoration. So decoration are excluded from this thing. Okay. So number 11, towel rod. Right. Many public bathrooms provide the towels that are looped over rods, right? Public rods, which in turn fit into the holder attached to the wall. These rods are meant to be removed and replaced on a regular basis. Right? Therefore, one is permitted to remove them from their holder on Shabbos. So, I mean, I'm not sure when the last time I saw it, but in olden days, yes, it was like a fancy schmancy. What is it before the invention of paper towels? I'm not sure when paper towels, it's a very good question, that became so popular that everybody would use paper towels. But back then it was like a long towel, and there is like system there, like a heating system would dry it up. And I'm not sure how many feet this was towel, and you wipe your hands and then you pull, right? So whenever you go to wipe your hands, you pull, right? Because so the person in front of you for sure did not pull. So you pull something that is dry, you dry your hands and then you leave, right? So so everybody basically would wipe their hands in a public bathroom, right? At the same towel. That's what it was. So and sometimes I'm right. I think it was like heating element, like constantly working that would dry the towel. I think. But here he said sometimes these towels need to be replaced. So I mean, which is also makes sense. I guess it depends how many people would use it. Okay. So I guess in a shul or something, right? No problem. So that's I mean today. I'm not sure again when last time I saw it, but when I don't know. Continue. Long time ago. So number 12, removing drain covers. The drain cover that has no handle may not be removed from the drain on Shabbos. Right. If however the drain cover is designed with a handle, it may be removed from the drain. The fact that the handle that it has a handle indicates that made to be removed and replaced. Therefore, removing it is not the act of demolition. So, what are we talking about? Very simple. I guess maybe in the bathroom too, but let's talk about a kitchen. Kitchen. So, for example, you rinse your dishes, right? So, of course, before Shabbos, everything must be nice and neat and clean. But let's say Friday night, you rinse your dishes, and the pieces of salad and this drain become clogged. So and this thing this what is it? Drain the cover. What is it called? I forgot the word. What was it? It is called. So technically, I think majority of them have a handle in the middle. So whether it's handle like some of them you can lock, so that the water is going to stay in a sink, and or a simple one like even without lock. So now we had with the lock for many years for whatever reason. I mean, maybe it came in as a set with a sink, but almost never ever use it, never. Right. So when we replace it, we just replace with. I mean, why do you need the water, so much water in the sink? I don't know why people need it. Okay, doesn't matter. So we have just a simple one, but it has a like handle in the middle. So I mean, it's naturally it's easy to remove. So all of this we can remove, like throw this like extra food, this garbage food into this food into the garbage and keep the water flowing. But without handle, what would be the without handle? The without handle would be the way I imagine it, like a screen. So you have a screen, so for example, in the bathroom sink. So this would not have handle. So it's in order to keep the water from going inside. Okay. What? Hair, in order for to prevent hair going into the drain. Okay. So if it does not have handle, not allowed to take it out. No problem. Okay. So and handle is indication like how it was designed, that you like that it can be removed and not removed. Actually, just thinking about it, these screens are usually usually people have to clean often, maybe not every day, but I think a few times a week for sure that they would clean the screens, right, from all this thing that got stuck there. Okay, so if needed, I mean that technically preferable not to clean them. Of course, they are not attached to the structure, just lay on top of the opening. But according to some opinion, right, so don't do it. Okay. And number 13, unscrewing the faucet filter. It is forbidden to unscrew the faucet, the filter of the faucet on Shabbos, because the faucet is attached to the structure. Removing the filter is an act of demolishing. Right. So I'm not sure why somebody would want to unscrew the filter. Maybe the filter is not good, like the water is not clean, smells. I don't know. Right. So they want to remove a filter, so it's not allowed to remove it on Shabbos. So, but it's obvious that the faucet is attached to the sink, like tight attachment, and plus and this thing also when you screw into the faucet, it's pretty tight attachment, so not allowed. No filter removing. Okay, so. So the problem would be when we were talking about this Melachah Barer sorting, right? And sorting, we were talking about filters, and we said that the person who is very very specific, like a very particular person that we call a finicky person, right? So he's not allowed to drink the water with a filter, because without the filters, it's this water is like a polluted water. For him or her, they're not going to drink it otherwise, only with filters. So, right, and then it would be forbidden for such a person to drink this water, right? So I guess, right, and it's also said that we are not allowed to filter to fill cup with the water or glass and give it to them, right? So because it is allowed for me, basically, I prefer with the filter, but it's good with if it's going to be without filter, anyway, I'm going to drink. So it just filter is a little improvement, but not a complete showstopper. So it is allowed for majority of the people. For this very sensitive purpose, a person would not be allowed. Would not be allowed. But here we say that okay, it's not allowed. So meaning this person has to drink water without filter. So what to do, and in this case, just find some other faucet, I guess, in a sink, right? In the bathroom or something, right? In the sink in the bathroom, not in the kitchen, because you're not allowed to detach the filter. Okay. So very, as you see, very, very practical, very, very interesting. So next, like subsection B, movable utensils, and it says the handle of a pot. It is forbidden to unscrew the handle of the pot on Shabbos. I'm not sure why would somebody need to unscrew the handle of the pot of Shabbos, or tie it up. Tied it also is forbidden. Just basically let it be. But we got the idea. So before that, it was something that is attached to the structure, right, in some way. And here is a B is movable utensils, something not attached to the structure. So, and continue, number 2, a broomstick, right? It is forbidden to unscrew the head of the broom from the broomstick on Shabbos. Okay. So, we're talking about, our topic is demolishing. So, of course, the screwing also would be not allowed. So, unscrew, not allowed. So, number 3, a watch. One may not remove a back panel of a watch, for example, to change battery on Shabbos. Okay. Right. So, small utensils, right, but it's tightly attached for sure. This cover tightly attached. Okay. So next question. Not question. I think the topic: removing door of a bookcase. Right. It is permissible to remove the door of a small bookcase on Shabbos, provided that it is not tightly attached. For example, the door has hangs that hangs loosely from pranks, or a sliding door that fits loosely in the trunks. Since it is a small utensil and the door is made to be attached only loosely, the Melachah of demolishing does not apply. If, however, the bookcase is attached to the wall, it is regarded as a part of the structure. Therefore, even loosely fitted door may not be removed. In the case of the large bookcase or cabinet, it is prohibited to remove the door on Shabbos, even if it is not made to be tightly attached. This is because large utensils halachically regarded as actual structure. Therefore, one is forbidden to remove it even loose fitting attachment. Okay, so let's review this. So again, from the beginning, removing the door of the bookcase. Again, we're talking about movable utensil, meaning something small. A bookcase, or we said a nightstand or something, right? So something small. And something small and not attached to the wall. So if something attached to the wall or to the floor, it's considered to be part of the building. So again, it is permissible to remove the door of small bookcase on Shabbos, provided it's not tightly attached. The door hangs loosely from the pranks, or a slightly sliding door that fits loosely in the racks. For me, it's easier to understand this sliding door. No problem. Of course, it's always loosely fit because you need to you need to hang it there, right? So first you build the frame and then you hang the door. Okay, so loosely fit, so no problem. The Melachah of the demolishing does not apply. So why would you need loosely fit? Maybe you need to take out and put back on the tracks. That's how I understand why you need to take it out. Otherwise, it should be there. Okay. Continue. It is forbidden. If however the bookcase is attached to the wall, so a small one, and today, as I said, these manufacturers are smart. They always say sell the furniture with a thing like a wire or something that with a screw or something with an anchor to attach to the wall. Otherwise, it can fall. Somebody sent me a video. One of our dear students sent me a video. And he said what the one should think about. So I think it's from Yeshiva networks. I don't know, from one of these videos. So a person, right, religious person, goes into the room, and there is like a bookcase. Bookcase like open shelves, like shelves that attach to the wall. But I mean, just when he walks in, you don't understand how it works. So and right, and looks like when right, but it's not up to the floor. So it's like hangs on this like 3 feet from the ground, 3 4 feet from the ground, and it attached to the wall. And the guy is trying to put the book back, and the whole section that falls. I don't know how many hundreds of books. Sidurim, I don't know what kind of books. I mean, it's a tiny video. So it hit got the guy over the head. He puts his kippah back, and like he's startled. And this person asked me what to think about it. Right, like why would it happen? It's very interesting, right? He just he read the book, and looks like when he comes, Sidur. I'm not sure what, I didn't see exactly what the book is, but it was opening. So it's not like he pushed, he bangs, and like it was exactly space to put his book back, and it fell on him. So. So it looks to me that this thing was not properly attached, right? Or should have stand like if it's so heavy. If it's so heavy, maybe it was in Israel. So in Israel, it's easier. Why? Because they have all these walls made of cement, like cement blocks. So it's very hard. Like if you attach something, it will stay. In where we live, they use sheetrock a lot. So the attachment is not so strong, but you have to go into the beams, like metal studs or the wood beams. So there's a special beam finder, right? And that's what happens, right? So it's hanging in the air, not standing on the floor, right? Not attached properly to the wall, and desecration of Hashem's name. All of these books fell on the floor, right? So why, right? So why? And then the next day, this tzaddik sent me another message. So and then he said that he opened Tehillim, right? Opened Tehillim, and this page was torn on the word Elokim. Like I got shocked. So he said, why it happened to me? It's very interesting, right? So I told him, right. This doesn't matter what I told him, but it's very interesting when things happen to us. So these books don't fall like just randomly on anybody, hit somebody on the head. I mean, the person stood up, but he stood up. Maybe he stood up from the shock, like the bookcase hit him on the head for sure, right? Okay, so that's about the bookcases attached to the wall. So I regarded the part of the structure. Therefore, even loosely fitted door may not be removed. Okay. So in the case of large bookcase or cabinet, so large bookcase, we said 1 by 1 by 3. One is amma, like elbow, right? We say one amma is approximately 2 feet, 2 feet by 2 feet by 6 feet, right? So even though is not attached to the wall, it's considered to be a separate structure, right? So even though loosely fit something, you're not allowed to doors, a sliding door, you're not allowed to put back. But usually, as I said, I think when we learn it inside there and from the beginning, I don't know like if today somebody would use like this sliding door in a bookcase. I don't know. Usually it's a regular door to open. I mean, it's easy access. When you have a sliding door, you limit your access. You have only half of the shelf open, right? When you have like a regular door, you have complete access. But okay, but we got the point, and we continue. Removing so number 5, removing shelves from a bookcase. It is permissible to remove shelf from a small bookcase on Shabbos. This is because the bookcase is a small utensil, and the shelves are made to fit loosely. Under these circumstances, the Melachah of demolition does not apply. Here too, if the bookcase is attached to the wall, the shelves may not be removed. If the case of a large bookcase, the shelf may not be removed. See page 408 for halakha demolishing of large. Okay, so let's do from the beginning. So it's removing the shelf from the bookcase. So usually, yes, they fit loosely, no problem. But these pegs that this shelf like rest on, we're not allowed to remove. But most of the case, you have to like push them, right? They fit tightly in there. Right, and so usually the way I understand, right, like the people would want to remove the shelf to adjust the specs, like make it lower, for example, to fit like bigger, larger, taller books, for example, right, or larger something, right. Some people use they use this kind of like what is it called, like cupboards. Right, they use it to store like dishes. So sometimes you have some large something, right, and you want to move it a little up. So you would not be able to, even though you're allowed to remove the shelf, but you're not allowed to move the pegs. So that's the thing, because it's a tight attachment. Okay, so this is because the bookcase is small utensil, right? And the shelves are made fit loosely. So far, so good. Under this circumstance, Melachah of demolition does not apply. Here to the bookcase attached to the wall, right, or to the floor, the shelves may not be removed because, again, it's part of the structure. In the case of a large bookcase, the shelf may not be removed, right, even they are not attached tightly, because, again, it's considered to be full utensil. Okay, like structure itself. So I think we stop here. We finish this chapter. The next chapter is Torah 3 and extinguishing fire. So as we said, we have to be very careful, and in order not to put ourselves, of course, we're going to learn what to do, like right, in all of these cases, but we must be careful and do everything possible not to put ourselves in that situation. So you always have to buy the big tray, right? The big tray. So if something falls, like right, it falls on a tray. So as I said, several times, a few times a year, we have these cups, oil cups shutters. Not completely, but sometimes like half of them, like there is a sound, the very distinguished sound, and that like pieces fly. Usually they fly to the bottom, but they're very hot. So meaning if they're going to fall on a metal tray, nothing is going to happen, right? But if they're going to fall on a tablecloth, it can catch a fire because of the heat. All right, so we have to be careful. All right, stop here.